You know what I was like during my glory days, do you?
Get my
Grinding.
promo shit off. Podcast shit.
Fuck nah. Turn off all notifications from Microsoft Edge. What the fuck?
Hey, how's my audio?
Hey, sounds immaculate, my brother.
Eric, what's your Instagram name?
It's me, Dad. I think
Oh,
it's me, Dad.
Tag
It should
Omega
be
Alex.
Yeah, down bad, dad.
Down bad. What you about to? You about to drop uh a little Insta
Instagram
snippet?
video.
You nasty. You going live on MySpace?
I go live wherever you want me to.
I don't like the sound of it. All right, you ready?
No.
Let's get it.
All right. Okay.
Hey y'all, it's Eric Andrews, and
Fuck
you
off.
back again. Another podcast formerly known as Tapped In.
All right, ready?
No.
Welcome
Wait, let's
back
start-
to a Jesus fucking Christ.
Just leave it. Just
Dude,
record.
don't throw me off. It's
Just
hard.
go, man.
It's hard to do. It makes me nervous. All right. Welcome back. Dude, can y'all fucking All right, ready?
Oh my-
Ain't
Go.
nobody doing
Welcome back
nothing.
to God damn it.
Eric,
Ready?
just record this shit.
Okay, I want y'all to be ready so y'all can stop saying shit. Y'all interrupted me, bitch ass niggas. All right. Welcome back to a podcast formerly known as Tapped In. Currently known as a podcast formerly known as Tapped In. We got a new name. We doing it big. We flexing. Alex at Parliament right now. You see the red light.
Always.
You know what he doing.
Recording at the club.
As always, you know, we got the gang with us. We got young Marcus, aka Big Dolphin,
It's
aka
Omega.
the red. He's the red termite now. He's changed. What's your catchphrase, Marcus?
Yeah. You better watch your wood around me.
Fuck.
Leave your foundation shaking.
What you been up to,
You know what I
man?
mean?
Oh my God. What's going on, Marcus?
Hey man, we on Zoom. We'll see how this works. I'm doing all right. You know, just posted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I like to hear that. I like to hear my friends thriving. And
I
as
didn't say all
always, you
that.
know. All right, my bad, bro.
Yeah.
My niggas struggle sometimes, you know.
Yes, sir.
Up next,
My
we got my
beat.
nigga Alex. Jesus.
It's me.
We got my nigga Alex Riley, aka Big German Shepherd,
AKA Doge
the-
King Alex Riley.
aka the Wascally Wabbit. What's good, Alex?
Do Rag Alex.
What's up? Yeah, do-rag activities. Fuck Chet
Is
Hanks.
that sake?
You know, per usual.
Fuck Chet Hanks.
Fuck Chet Hanks.
I want on the YouTube channel. I want you to put a big ass banner that says "Fuck Chet Hanks."
Fuck Chet Hanks.
Before and after every episode.
For sure.
Intro, outro.
Intro. Fuck Chet Hanks. I want one of
Outro.
those like crazy visuals that like scribbles all over the place and then just ends up spelling out "Fuck Chet Hanks." That's what I want our intro to be, as the music.
I can make
plays.
that happen.
Please.
What
do.
music? Oh, the intro music.
Just do the intro music. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
I'm with it.
And we got
All
Eric. Eric
Oh.
D. Andrews.
The Anthony.
Father of
Bean.
10.
10 of them motherfuckers.
Mr. Technical Difficulty.
Big technical difficulty energy.
It took me like an hour. I don't know, man. My Zoom meeting
Yeah,
was
this shit was supposed
fucking
to start an
up.
hour
It took me like a fuck.
here.
We were literally supposed to start an entire hour ago, but you know, that's the way she goes. You feel me?
Yes.
No? All right.
Yes,
Well,
I feel
let's
you.
get into it. Today, we are following up on a previous episode. You can check back on episode 4. We talked about the
Technically,
mysterious
episode
release
3.
from Top Dog. I guess technically episode 3, yeah. Cause episode 3 is gone. That's a lost episode. Don't ask for it. Don't think about it. It goes at 1, 2, 4. That's it.
If you
You
pay us,
get
we'll
nothing
drop it.
other than
Though.
that.
If you pay us,
But
we'll
we're
drop
just
it.
we're just revisiting the release that Top Dog was like hinting at. It was real mysterious. We had a lot of theories. I think Marcus thought it was gonna be a Kendrick or SZA album.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was going to be multiple albums. I thought he was just about to be like announcing a bunch of albums all at once, which he didn't. He did not do that. Alex, what was your prediction? Did you have one?
I said SZA. That's who I was thinking.
SZA. Okay.
Yeah.
I think Davon probably said.
Davon said Isaiah Rashad.
Yeah.
Oh, Davon said it.
Yeah, he predicted
I
it.
mentioned it. I mentioned it, but I didn't think that was gonna be it, honestly.
I
But
didn't either.
speaking of which, yeah. He announced that. Well, he didn't even exactly announce it. Isaiah Rashad just dropped an album on the date that he was not an album, a single. He dropped a single on the date that he was talking about. And the day previous, they had like a show. Did y'all catch that? There, it was
you talking about the one on Fairfax? Like,
yeah, I think so.
I didn't see it.
It was like a live performance that he performed on Fairfax. They had like food trucks.
He
looked really
hypey. I think Kendrick and Schoolboy performed.
Oh, really?
Pretty dope. Yeah.
They're performing older shit or like
they're all performing like they're probably like latest shit. I don't know. I didn't watch the whole thing. I saw Kendrick doing what song was it? I don't know. I definitely saw them though. Probably.
Were they all performing up on the box?
DNA. That's what he was doing. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, they were all performing up on that thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty tight.
Yeah. How did y'all miss that? Yeah, it was pretty dope.
I didn't miss
go back and
that
look
part.
at that.
Isaiah Rashad today, he posted a video from it, but he only posted, it was like a 2-minute clip, and it showed like before, during, and after this event. Yeah. And it was, I didn't see anyone else performing, so.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, have y'all listened to the new single by Isaiah Rashad?
Yep.
What do y'all think of it?
I was under
a new challenger.
Mystery man.
What's up?
Oh God, a new challenger approaches. It's Young Shotty came through at the last minute. Came through at the last minute. Hey,
Mr. Seduction.
In the dark. In the dark. Hey. All right, now I gotta give you a official intro. Your audio on? It says it's connecting to his audio.
He looked like he
that shit, like,
he looked like he coming live from in front of like a fire in a lodge cabin up in the mountains. Yeah,
live from the inside of a volcano. We got Young Cocaine Shotty, aka Davon, aka the Mountain Man, aka Paul Bunyan. What's good, Day?
Okay, I'm still doing intros.
No, we were
for
past
you, dog.
him.
We were into the Isaiah Rashad part.
Yeah, we were already into it. Yeah.
Okay,
what's good, bro?
I didn't mean to pop in like that.
It's all good.
No, it's perfect.
That was funny.
Hey, that single was weak though.
Oh my God! Here you go. You didn't like it? I like it.
No,
you don't like
saying that it is not a good
is?
song.
He had a better verse than Isaiah.
Come on, dude.
Isaiah
didn't even have a verse. It was like
exactly.
Isaiah, yeah, it wasn't even like a real. Well, I'm not. Well, okay, so you can't really say that it's like he had a better verse because Isaiah didn't really have a verse. He just like mumbled the whole time.
Well, then how is
and it was still dope.
How is it? I mean, it's dope, has good energy, but I don't know. Isaiah didn't. Yeah, he wasn't rapping.
Like,
yeah, he did the chorus and he did like a small.
It's like
verse.
a bridge, like almost.
Yeah, it was literally like a bridge.
It wasn't. I agree with Davon. Well, I'm not gonna say I agree. Like, I don't think it's trash per se, but I think it was underwhelming for sure. Like, especially like the way they hyped this thing up. Like, they put the whole team,
Very.
and then I just wasn't really feeling it. Like, I usually like Duke Deuce. Like, enjoy a lot of his music. So
Crunk ain't dead.
yeah, like
I've literally.
like, and he's just a fun. He's like always dancing and shit. And I normally like Isaiah Rashad too, but
I've
this
never
single
heard of
wasn't it
Duke
for me.
Deuce.
He has some like pretty big like viral songs here and there, but like Memphis rapper dancing all the time.
How can
Is
you
that wait?
satisfied
That's not the
with
dude that was doing that
song?
dance. Is that the dude that was doing that like dance where he like throws the money up? Is that him?
I
When
don't
No,
he's
know,
like
but
dancing on the
he
floor?
does like
yeah,
choreographed
he
dance. He
I
do
know
like
what you're talking
choreographed
about.
You know
dance.
what I'm
Like,
talking about,
he
Davon?
do be dancing though.
Yeah, it's not that dude though. It's not him. I
I
know.
Wait,
wish
You're
it
hold
was
up,
that
pause.
dude.
Eric, are you recording?
I am, yeah.
You're recording on Audacity?
No, I'm recording on OBS, bro. We good.
All right, that's the motto.
Yeah.
Davon, what'd you say earlier?
I was
About
about
the
to say,
song?
how can you like his old albums? You know what he can rap like, but you like this single that he just dropped.
I didn't say I
Because
liked it.
I
It
know
was underwhelming. Or unless you're talking to Eric.
It seems like Eric likes it more than you do.
I like the song, yeah. I mean, I feel like sure it wasn't like I feel like he didn't like really give like a real verse, but also
Then that's
I
a
think it's
terrible
still like
choice for a single.
I agree.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree.
especially
I
the first
agree with
single
that.
out.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying it was a good single choice. It wasn't. I'm just saying I like the song
I like the
and
beat.
the beat was dope.
Did you guys see the video?
I
Yeah, the
don't
video was tight.
Video is cool.
I don't think I
Video is
saw the
cool.
video.
Big
I like
up
the
to my
video more
G.
than the actual
EP6
song.
Mafia sample.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
used.
I think the video helps with the energy of the song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you watch the video and hear the song at the same time, you get more hyphy. I think that's sort of how it was for me. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
but
But yeah,
it's a
them
weird
fingers.
it's a weird first single.
I agree with that. I'm it is a weird single and it was a weird single to put out after all the hype. I feel like him making that hype for him kind of
Let
fucked him
down.
up a little bit because everybody's like, "Oh, Kendrick album. Oh, SZA album. We've been waiting for years." And then mid-tier Isaiah song where he's barely on really. Basically a Duke Deuce song. He's like, "Okay, we're building up all this hype." And a Duke Deuce song drops. That's
Yeah,
pretty random.
they definitely set the bar really high with them like teasing it. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
May 7th, like so yeah, like I agree with you. Like we were all speculating who's gonna drop at that point, like Kendrick,
Mhm.
SZA, who's gonna be, and then Isaiah Rashad drops a mid,
Yeah.
So I
If
mean
you
I'm still
go
gonna check
back,
out his album,
oh, of
but
course.
I just wonder like if this is the single, like what's the rest of the album gonna sound like? Is it gonna sound like this shit or is he gonna like actually
yeah.
rap? Like what's
That's a
going
good
on?
question too. Yeah,
The
That's
song
tough.
that came on after that should have been the first single.
I
yeah.
I
didn't
was
hear
really not
that.
impressed
I
by
didn't hear
that, to
Where
be
that.
he was
honest.
rapping.
Yeah.
It's actually like
Damn, I
Yeah,
didn't even hear that.
I'm not a big fan of that song. I he was rapping. It would make sense. You know, for me, I feel like a first single should be something that sort of showcases what people have been sort of missing out on in the absence of Isaiah Rashad,
Hmm.
which we didn't really get. It was more of like a kind of a just a hyphy song. Um,
It's supposed to be the biggest banger on the album. Like
is
the
that what he
single
says?
for
Please don't
huh?
tell me
No, no.
that. Don't tell me
Wait,
that.
what? No. I'm
Oh,
saying
but like
a
usually a
single is
single.
supposed to be
Yeah, yeah.
a single is supposed to be the biggest
Oh, I thought you
banger
were
on
talking about
the
that song
album. Oh
specifically
my
supposed
god,
to be
no,
like the best. I was like, hell
no,
no.
Yeah.
no, no. Nobody said that. I hope
Um,
not. Truly, I truly
and
hope
I don't
not.
think it could be. I mean, I think we'll get more Isaiah Rashad songs than we will
Yeah,
Isaiah featuring someone who's more prominent in a song than Isaiah.
I
Uh,
agree with that.
I think it,
Uh,
but you know, I think there was a lot of anticipation for an album dropping or something like that. I think Top Dog Entertainment, they sort of always kind of go the slow route with the rollouts of their people, with the exception of Kendrick because he dropped Damn or he dropped Humble, and then like a week later he dropped Damn. But
Yep.
everybody else, there's sort of like this buildup.
Like
And
a month
so,
away.
yeah. And so I think what we're seeing right now is just the start of a summer, hopefully dominated by Top Dog Entertainment people. We already got SZA songs. We already got a couple of SZA songs. We got Isaiah Rashad.
Yeah.
We know that Kendrick, has songs, has recorded music videos. So
Mhm.
I think Top Dog Entertainment, what they usually do is they start to sort of build hype around like a couple of different people on their album. And I think right now with Isaiah Rashad having his moment, I think SZA has been in her bag this year. Hopefully we see someone else, even if it's just Isaiah Rashad and SZA this summer, that'd be cool too.
Yeah.
But it's
They're like the MCU of music.
yeah, but it's sort of it's sort of like a slower rollout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can definitely.
TDE keep us starving.
They do. They really fucking. When did the like? Of course, everybody's waiting on Kendrick to drop something, but who knows when that's going to be? That could be next year. Like we all expect it to be this year because
Yeah.
it's been what 5 years going on.
He
did
could pull a
drop
Rihanna.
single for Damn, kind of like a hype song. The Heart Part 4.
Oh yeah, he
Oh
did.
yeah.
He
He
definitely
sure
did drop
did.
that
Yeah,
before the album. Yeah.
yeah. I think this is a drop. SZA drop singles.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really mess with SZA like that.
So it makes me wonder if that's what this summer is gonna be, just like Isaiah, SZA, and Kendrick, and then maybe next year they'll
Who
do
knows if we'll even
some
get
other
Kendrick?
people.
I feel
That's a
like
good point. Yeah.
I think on
honestly,
the yeah, go ahead, Alex.
I was gonna say regarding this summer, I feel like Schoolboy Q is like a good artist to drop in the summer because he usually makes pretty hype music. And like with things opening back up, I feel like people are gonna want to hear that shit like outside and and I feel like he's usually a good like tour artist, like we talked about like a couple episodes ago.
Oh yes,
Like,
a
yeah,
big
so I
tour
feel like
artist.
he could benefit a lot from dropping the summer, in my opinion. I don't know, maybe like summer, like fall, that range. I don't know, like just kind of like crunk music or like I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What way he
I
wants to go.
agree
Well,
because
it's go ahead, Eric.
oh, I was just gonna say because Isaiah's gonna drop what I believe is probably going to be a good album, but I doubt he's gonna have any summer bangers on it. You know what I mean? Uh, and I feel
Yeah.
like that's kind of what they need to stay relevant. And Schoolboy Q has kind of been he's kind of
Drop the
held the
summer
reins
banger.
on, huh?
Drop the summer banger.
I can't hear you.
He dropped the summer banger to you.
Who? I
Isaiah.
wouldn't say that's a summer banger. I just said I like the song.
Yeah.
I didn't say it was a summer banger. I didn't say it was a big old bop. Nothing.
Well, but also having not heard from Isaiah Rashad in so long, it's easy to feel overly enthusiastic initially off of just anything that we get from him. And I think that's kind of where me and Eric are at because
Yeah.
maybe in a month from now it's just like, all right, that song wasn't all that. And especially when the album drops, it could be that we gravitate to other songs more. I
Yeah.
think
I
more
wanna
importantly than this song being like a really good song is that it just means that Isaiah Rashad is like getting ready to drop something, a
Yeah.
project, like a full project.
I want to counter what you said because I was thinking about this also because like I don't really like the single now, but I know like with certain artists like some songs just make more sense once you hear it in the context of a full album. So this could be like one of the songs for me. Like I said, I don't think it's that bad, and I can definitely see why people would like it. Like it's a dope beat. Like I can definitely hear it out, but just like given the wait time, I was a little disappointed. But I guess we'll see when the album comes out if it makes more sense or not. Why you picked this song?
I feel like, and that could also be a testament to why so many people aren't really fucking with it because it didn't live up to the hype that was built. So a lot of people who probably aren't like humongous fans of Isaiah Rashad, like myself, and I assume Marcus as well. Yeah,
What, big fans?
yeah, like a big fan of Isaiah Rashad.
I'm like a medium
I'm a pretty
fan.
big fan of Isaiah Rashad. Like
I like him
I
for
would say I'm
sure.
a pretty huge
Did
fan.
you guys? What do you think
Um,
about the second album?
I loved it.
Okay, see,
I liked his first album more than his second, so that's why I'm a mid-tier Isaiah
Interesting.
Rashad
yeah,
fan.
I'm with you. Like I like Shiva Demo a lot, but I didn't like
Yeah.
Sun's Tirade all that much. So
I
like
love the
this is
second
like
album.
kind of like a proving album for me, I guess. Like just kind of see what direction he'll fall, like if I like him or not. Because I feel like the third album, at that point, you can kind of tell.
You can
what
kind of
part.
it'll either be more Clive Demo or whatever its name is,
Sylvia
or
Demo.
Sun's
Yeah,
whatever, or Sun's Tirade.
yeah,
And I
What-
think Alex, that's a good point that um we'll see sort of what he wants to do with his artistry. I feel like the first album for a lot of people, especially first album for a lot of people, they just got signed. The record label is trying to figure out where their place is. And so the first album might be more commercial, and that's kind of what I get from his first album as
really.
opposed to his second album. Yeah, because at that
Interesting.
point you can tell that that first album of his was recorded sort of in conjunction with SZA's first album with TDE, right?
Mhm.
And so
Mhm.
you sort of get this continuity that Top Dog Entertainment was going through similar producers. They have these new artists trying to find their sound. So I feel like Top Dog definitely helped mold those albums probably more. These are new artists. They're trying to
Mm.
find out what works, what doesn't. And I feel like there was more bangers on the first Isaiah Rashad album as opposed to the second. And the second album, the rollout was a lot quieter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was. It kind of just dropped.
And maybe that's because Top Dog Entertainment was just quieter in general. When SZA and Isaiah Rashad got signed, I think around that same time they also had their the Top Dog what's it called on BET Awards, the Cipher.
Oh, Cypher, yeah.
And
Yeah.
so there was just like a lot of hype around Schoolboy Q, Collard Greens. There was a lot of hype around Kendrick Lamar's second album, Good Kid, Mad City. So there was just a lot of things at play. And I think the second album for Isaiah Rashad, and I don't know this, but it seems maybe that's more along the lines of where he wants to be sonically. So with this third one, we'll see what his intent is for essentially the future of him making music. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I
I agree.
honestly find it interesting that y'all don't really fuck with the second album more than the first one. Like, what songs do y'all like off the first album?
I'll have to look at the track list. I can
Yeah,
pull up on my
same.
phone and
I'll
give you
say
the.
that my favorite song,
Heavenly Father,
Heavenly Father, is
um,
probably the best song on there, I would say.
but also the song. What's the song with SZA?
They're stuck in the mud song.
No,
That's on
the
the
second
that's on the
album.
second album.
No, Ronnie Drake, West Savannah.
Ronnie Drake,
These
What's the Venice
these both
Fire?
have SZA. Love those
Yeah.
songs.
Mhm.
Cliva Demo,
Sylvia Demo.
I like
Sylvia Demo, yeah.
Webby Flow.
Uh,
I like Webby Flow a lot.
Webby
Now that-
Flow's fire. Yeah.
Hereditary. I mean, Shot You
Modest.
Down. I like all those. I like it's
Almost,
just
I would say almost all the songs except for I don't fuck with Brad Jordan at all.
I fuck with Brad Jordan too because I like
don't like that
Scarface.
song.
I like the
I don't
actual
like that
Scarface, the
song.
rapper Brad Jordan. So like that song hit different for me.
Feel like I'm Brad Jordan. No, I don't like that song.
But
Every
for
other
me-
song, I will say that on Sylvia Demo, I do like all the songs except for Brad Jordan.
yeah.
On the Sun's Tirade, there are maybe two or three songs that I don't like, but I think honestly, I think this is the better album.
Sun's Tirade.
I feel like Sun's Tirade is a better album, like conceptually as well as, and it's interesting because I say conceptually, but pretty much the point of the album is that he didn't know what to rap about, like, but everybody was kind of just like pushing him to release it, and he kind of just made an album about not knowing what to talk about. because he didn't really have anything going on. But I think it was just I honestly think it was just a better album. It had uh What's Wrong is a super good song. Do y'all like that song? What's Wrong with Kendrick and I think Zakari is on it.
I can't
See,
even tell you. I can't even tell you
yeah,
any song off the album
I think
that's
y'all need
that
to
I
re-listen
even
to it.
know like
that's
that.
that's my issue with that album. Is like it's just all forgettable to me, and that's why I
I
didn't like. It
I
just didn't
think
stick.
I think y'all need to re-listen to it. That's y'all homework is to re-listen to the Sun's tirade and tell me what
That
y'all
song
think.
with J Rock on there.
No,
That song's fire.
That's forgettable.
No, for real. I no. I think y'all should.
I
think
can't
y'all
think of
really
what
should
it
because
sounds
I
like.
feel like this is a. I feel like this is an album that y'all would really fuck with for some reason.
I tried
I like
listening to it, but
I'm telling you, I don't.
Interesting.
I like
Um,
Stuck in the
yeah.
Mud, and then there's one other song. It's like almost on like a techno beat. I can't even think of what it's
A
called, but I like
techno
that.
beat.
It's like, yeah, it's a weird
Techno.
beat.
Mm.
I can't think of what it's called, and I can't even tell you what the name of the song is. Looking at the track,
I can't even tell you the name of the album.
it's
Yeah.
called Sun's Title.
He knows what the fucking name of the album is.
Davon, did you fuck with this album? The second
I
one
did. Yeah,
more than the first?
probably.
Interesting.
And you
I
know,
believe
Alex,
the-
I feel like a lot of people that I do talk about the second album with would agree that the second album is they like it more. I think Yama likes the second album more,
Yeah,
and someone else. I feel like for the most part, most people like Isaiah's second album more than the first, but I
interesting.
just can't. I can't. Not me.
Yeah, I just didn't fuck with it either. So
I remember when we went to Texas and Fred was kind of saying the same thing that y'all were saying. There, he was
Yeah.
basically saying like it's really forgettable, and that he wasn't a huge like he wasn't really a fan of the second album. But as I was playing the songs for him, he was like, "You might be onto something. I might have to recheck it out." And now I think he would now agree that this is the better album as well. But I will agree, I will say also in that aspect. Probably the first time I listened to it, I don't think I was hooked. Um, I think it just kind of, I think the song's kind of just coming up naturally in my shuffle. It just kind of like made me listen to them more and then probably, go back into the album and really listen to it. Not even saying that you have to really listen to it because I think it sounds good too. But I don't know. It might just take another try, honestly. Some albums are like that, I think.
I agree. I'll have to go back.
Right.
Yeah. I'll give it another listen. My thing is I listened to it initially when it had first dropped and I was like, nah, I don't like it. And then I listened
kind
to
of
it
buried.
again. I listened to it again only because people were like, I fuck with this one more. And on my second listening to it, I liked it even less because I didn't understand what everyone's hype was for it. You know what I mean? Like I was just like, I just wasted it. I just wasted my time again to come up with
Yeah.
the same answer. So I'm gonna listen to it a third time, and I guess if I don't see it, if I don't like it this third time, I'm gonna come see you.
You
I'm
probably don't
trying
like it, yeah.
I'm trying to think of an example of an album that I did not fuck with at all at
I
first,
can
but
give you
ended up.
one.
808s
you
and
got?
Heartbreaks.
I would say So Much Fun for Young Thug. Like I know, like I love the album now, but when I first heard that shit, like I was like, this is all right. I think I maybe like one song off of that shit, but then I kept
Mhm.
listening to it. Same with Days Before Rodeo, actually, with Travis Scott. Like when I first heard that shit, because it's such a different sound, like I was like,
Yeah.
I don't like this, but then like I just kept
Man,
going
Days
back and
Before
back to
Rodeo,
do
I was hooked.
I wasn't. It was like maybe
I
the third or fourth
love
listen.
Days
Third
Before
or fourth
Rodeo.
listen.
I was
Just
kind of
that.
hooked too. It's funny because I don't fuck with Young Thug at all. No, I wouldn't say at all, but I'm not like a big fan of Young Thug, but I really fucked with So Much Fun. I listen to that album all the time, and I've never listened to a Young Thug album. Like I've heard a bunch of his songs, but I've never like really like fucked with him. But let me
That album's
see.
solid.
I don't think I would
Marcus, you
listen
said,
to a whole Thug project
what'd you say?
willingly. I don't think I will willingly listen to a Young Thug project.
Young Thug, man.
I
Hey
don't
man,
know. You kind of just
Like I like some
that's
of his
kind of
singles, but no, I can't deal with the whole album.
I listened to multiple albums of his in a
you got to
row.
you got to
Young Thug
suspend
is funny, man.
you got to suspend a lot of I don't know what you'd call it.
I don't
Careful what
like
you
Young
order.
Thug as a person really, but his music's tight.
I like
I
him.
gotta
I wasn't big until
Jeffrey.
Kanye was playing Young Thug at his
Yeah.
first Yeezy thing that he did, where he was like up playing music, and this is like around
Madison Square Garden. Yeah.
around the time of Life is Pablo, and he was playing
Yeah.
that whole album basically. And at the end he was playing was it
Dripping.
the it's like the beat that goes brum, 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 and then thug baby.
I
That
think
song.
it's Dripping or the first song on the album. I can't think of what it's called. It's one of those two because I know he did both.
But after that I was hooked, and then you and Yam got me onto the Country Billy made
Billy,
a couple
yeah.
million. Yeah. And I was
Yo.
just like, yo, this is tight. This is goofy. That was.
Oh,
I'm not
man.
like a super huge Young Thug fan, but I fuck with them.
I actually have the perfect example of an album that had to grow on me because I didn't fuck with it at first, really. And this is a pretty hot take, but Channel Orange, I didn't fuck with it at first, like almost at all. Like I
Really?
tried to listen
Classic.
to it, yeah, for real.
That is a
I
classic.
know, I understand. Look, I think, and it came out when we were in high school, yeah,
No, just after.
just
Well,
after
Eric's
high
a year
school.
younger than us, but
Well, I was still in high school,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So why it was the year after after
I think it's
me and Alex and Shadi had graduated, and
yeah, I think you were a senior at that point.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it came out, and then everybody was talking about it, and I was like, I was also fairly new to listening to Frank Ocean at all. I wasn't familiar with any of his music.
most people were though. He was so mysterious that there wasn't even. No, I
Yeah.
take that back. Nostalgia Ultra, that was a classic.
Never
Also,
heard
so
that. Never heard that.
You still haven't heard it,
No.
that shit is hard.
Is that
bro?
like a mixtape?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
a
I would say so.
mixtape EP, but that you would love that.
I'm gonna
shit.
have to go listen
Strawberry
to it
Swing.
now.
Oh, American
Never-
Wedding.
See, I didn't
Yeah,
have.
American Wedding.
I feel like
yeah.
I feel like I didn't have all that context to. But
Where
and
was you?
so when I started
Where was you
listening,
Eric
at
just
senior
started
year
listening
when
to
we was
music.
wilding out?
not with y'all.
Demoned
I
out.
talked to y'all. I talked to y'all on Xbox. Nope, not. I didn't even talk to y'all on Xbox.
I don't think I even talked to you.
I talked to y'all on Xbox at like the end of y'all senior year. But yeah, so
We was too cool for
with
you,
Frank
man.
Ocean, shut up, nigga.
Eric
I was
is
too
new to
cool. No,
music.
I wasn't cool. Not in high school. Not at. Oh, damn.
Hey, let it fly. We at
Shut
that
up,
point. Let it
brother.
fly.
We letting that
No,
motherfucker
no,
sing,
no,
man.
no. We're not doing that.
Nigga.
Nick. Hey, I don't even have
Stop.
the time mark, so I can't even
Hey, let it-
record.
I'm gonna
the
have to
time.
go through it anyway. It doesn't matter.
How
I'm
far
gonna have
into
to
this
go
are
through
we,
it
Eric?
all anyway. We're probably we're probably a little over 30.
Audacity
Yeah.
doesn't tell
But
you?
yeah, no,
Or
OBS
OBS?
tells me. Yeah.
What is OBS?
But let me
say? We
finish
should
up
wrap
what
this
I'm
up.
30. Yeah, I'm just about to finish what I was about to say about
Go ahead
Frank
and
Ocean.
finish.
But what I was saying is I listened to Channel Orange, but I didn't really fuck with it that much, really. I didn't even like latch on to any songs, like not even Pyramids. But later on, after after I listened to Blonde, I was like, holy fuck, this
Damn.
might be one of the greatest artists.
It took you to
Yeah,
Blonde
I started on Blonde. It took
Damn.
me to
I
Blonde.
don't like Blonde.
And then after being in what? You don't like Blonde? After being hooked on Blonde.
Hey, he said what he said.
He said what he said. After being like completely hooked on Blonde, every night fucks every day up.
Yeah, all right,
That's
we
when
get
I
it.
went back to Pyramids, and then now I fucks with it. But I don't know. I just didn't fuck with it at first for some reason.
That's
it had to
crazy.
grow on me. But yeah, that's all we got for that topic.
And the topic, to recap, was not Frank Ocean, but Isaiah Rashad's latest single.
That
Yeah.
I'm up on you.
Let's talk some more about Frank Ocean. Anyways, into episode 6 of the Amazon's animated series Invincible, we see our boy Mark getting his ass beat once again. This
It's just
man
a thing
takes,
that's happened now. It's
like I
just every
said,
episode, pretty much.
every episode. This man is getting his ass
This man is
handed
not
to him.
invincible.
He has no hands. Why did why?
He's staying work
He
every
has
episode.
no hands.
No,
Like,
let's do the
You're right. You're right. Let's not get into it first.
Yeah, Eric, go ahead.
yeah.
Marcus, what were your first impressions of the episodes, my boy?
You know, in the words of Alex Riley, I fucked with this episode.
Mhm.
This episode, we're on episode 6, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, episode 6. Yep.
I don't
Let me
even know
pull
what
up my
happened in
notes.
this episode.
That's why you
Um,
take fucking notes.
I
He had
have
that
notes.
It was like the robot guys turning people into robots, and he's like on a date with
Oh,
Amber.
right. It's the high school, it's the
Oh,
college visit. So this
D.A.
episode,
Sinclair.
this episode was interesting because we just see the sort of progression of Mark's personal life with Amber. Things are on the rocks. They decide to go on the school trip together after, you know, he told her that he got hit by a bus. And you know, it's a more of the personal relationships episode for Mark because it's him and his homie. I forget his homie's name. And then him and Amber. And then is this the episode where Robot is you know, doing his shady biz?
Yeah, with the Mars.
Um,
Yeah, like you kind of start to see it in this episode.
Or maybe we saw that at the end.
it's
the
more about
episode.
him, like with
at
Monster
the
Girl.
at the college.
No,
Um,
robot with Monster Girl.
Right, Robot and Monster Girl, their relationship. And Eve going out on her own. I kind of like that a lot. It's, I mean, I don't care a whole lot about her home life, but she's sort of coming into her own as what she wants to do with her powers and how she wants to help people, but not necessarily, you
Mhm.
know, be in the thick of things, you know.
Yeah. I got.
And it, go ahead.
I was just about to say I got a lot of questions about Adam Eve, but yeah, Alex,
Yeah.
what was your first impression of this episode, brother?
So first impression, I liked it, but then so I watched episode 6 and 7 both today, and after I
Yeah.
saw episode 7, I was like, all right, 6 it doesn't even like come close to that shit. But to stay on episode 6, like it was cool. It was like a good episode. Like what Marcus kind of touched on, you kind of reached like a boiling point for like Mark and Amber's relationship. Like he's like trying to bounce as much as he can, but like she's obviously suspicious. So like my initial thoughts is like, okay, at what point did she like find out that he's a superhero? And then I was like, okay, she probably knows at this point. Like she's not dumb. Like so, I kind of assumed that in this episode. But I mean, overall, it's cool. Like it's on par with the rest of the season. You know, like I fuck with it. You know, like normal.
I fuck with this episode.
It's like a, you know, it's
cool.
it's
It's cool.
it's more
Yeah.
into the whole coming of age story that Mark has going on. You
Yeah.
know, he's
Yeah.
becoming a man. He's starting to think about college, and
Yeah.
I think it does that well, you know.
Mhm.
And I can't even say that it's a filler because sort of who he's becoming as a person is someone who is definitely torn between his two worlds, where it's the school, the traditional college student, and the superhero. But Davon, what's your impression?
What you got, Day?
Oh, this one was pretty cool.
I'm sorry, bro. I can't hear you.
I can't hear you
So
either.
I thought this one was pretty cool.
I
My boy had an epiphany after his latest ass whooping. If he wanted to go work at the soup kitchen full time or not.
He should.
Hey.
He should give that shit up.
He was like, hey, you know
So he
what?
started taking
Maybe
college tours and stuff.
maybe I ain't
Yeah.
cut out for this life.
About to settle down.
Oh
My
God.
body was different.
Oh,
Bro,
God.
Mark, I'm sick of Mark. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm sick of Mark. I'm tired of seeing him get his ass whooped every
Hey,
fucking episode.
Hey man, that's just what makes eventually, I think things will pay off, and we'll be
I'm
like,
sure it will.
he's like, yo,
Okay.
Mark is at this point now,
Yeah.
but he started
He reminds me
first
of like
season. Go ahead.
he reminds me of like Gohan, you know, he just kind of like bitch made for like so long, and then he finally gets that point, like when he turns Super Saiyan, it's like, okay, he's cool, but like I ain't reached that point for Mark yet. So like
Far less crying than Gohan.
oh yeah, for sure. Gohan cried like so yeah.
I
Eric,
don't know.
what's your impression, man?
Yeah, Gohan cried a lot. This episode is cool. I think there's a lot of interesting things that happened that went on in there. A lot of little things. I feel like there's a lot of little interesting things put together into one whole episode. I didn't know all these episodes are all the episodes an hour long.
Like 45
minutes. This episode, I think, was the shortest. It was 44 minutes. I think, right? It's 44 minutes and 51 seconds. And so it's definitely, no, I don't want to say it's like one of the lighter episodes, but I don't know. I'm glad that it's only 44 minutes, you know?
Yeah. A big thought that I had on episodes like this, because they come up, there's episodes where it's like, oh, action-packed shit, oh, superhero shit, and then these smaller episodes where he's like, you know, fucking with Amber or having some parental issue, whatever. I feel like these episodes are important to show that Mark is human. Like, he's not 100% a human, but he is human. Like, you know, he does human shit. He has human feelings. He cares about people.
Human tendencies.
Yeah, he has human tendencies, and I think these episodes are important to show that. And it also shows a lot of his friendship dynamics, like with Adam Eve, how she's covering for him at the beginning of the episode. Like, again, because she really gives a fuck about Mark for some. I assume it's because she likes him. I think she's horny, and
I wouldn't
she
even
wants
say
Mark.
that she is. I think she's just
Really.
I think, yeah, I mean, I think that she likes him for sure, but I don't think she's just like out here fiending for Mark. You know?
Okay,
what I
I
mean?
know I wasn't serious about her like fiending.
But then why'd you say it then, Eric?
Hey, sometimes I say a lot of things. You know what I'm saying?
So you
Sometimes
saying
I
you just be
say stuff.
talking?
What you trying to do?
What you trying to get into?
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that? What you trying to get into? But yeah, you see like that's probably one of the first things where she's like, I covered with Eve for you. And I think that's
Amber.
really cool.
Yeah.
Amber. Yeah, I covered with Amber for you. Also we see like kind of a new dynamic with his best friend.
What's his best friend's name again?
William, I want to say.
William Clockwell.
Yeah, something like that. I think his name is William.
It is.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they show a lot more interactions between them, and like how, like, what kind of dynamic they have as friends. It dives a little deeper in with Ambrosia, and I think, yeah, it was just a cool episode. I think
Can't even help his boy out.
he did it. I mean, he did. Yeah, what?
When it was too late.
Yeah.
He's already a robot.
Yeah.
You're right.
That was kind of sad.
Will was definitely trying to
That was
tell him,
sad.
like, yo, like, but he's like, I need Amber.
He needed that. You know what? He was down bad. he was down bad.
He is down
Yeah.
bad.
Whereas in most episodes, yeah, but not for Mark. Whereas in most episodes, Mark has to balance the superhero with his relationship with Amber. In this episode, he was basically balancing the needs of trying to patch things up with Amber, and then also trying to help his homie Will. And it's, you know, it's all just trickle down from his superheroics, because if he wasn't in such a bad place with Amber because he got his ass beat in the last episode, then they would have been all right, and then he could have helped William. He's really seeing the full extent to which superheroism affects his personal life and has his personal relationships sort of divided, and trying to figure out where his priorities lie. even outside of being a superhero, because he has to make time for Amber. He has to make time for William. And in the process of juggling these personal relationships, he essentially fumbles all of them while continuing to be a bad superhero in the process. You know,
Yeah. I feel like
Rainbow Eric.
I feel like we also see a lot of examples of Mark's emotions getting the best of him. Like with him ignoring his best friend because of, you know, how he's feeling about Amber. Like he's letting his emotions control him. Um, and that's something that's kind of just telling about him as a person and not him as a superhero or as a Viltrumite or anything like that. He's just somebody who sometimes let his emotions get the best of him because he was all mopey and shit after, you know, Amber dumped him, and he just needs to stop being a little bitch is what I say.
I agree.
That's such an easy thing to say, and it means nothing. You agree with nothing, Alex. You agree
No.
with him not being a bitch. I think Eric should just stop being down bad. How about that? You know,
No.
that's dismissive, and it doesn't
Mark-
mean it's not.
Mark is bitch made.
Okay, by stop being a little
bitch.
bitch, I means he needs to go to fucking therapy. That man needs therapy. He
Man,
gets his ass beat every
He
day.
needs some more training.
he needs more
MMA
training.
class.
He doesn't
His
need
dad,
time
his
management.
his dad stuck him in the chest, and he has not recovered from it. Still, he's still hurting from it. He's still traumatized. That man needs therapy. Broke up this old lady. He's traumatized as fuck. He has to be traumatized as fuck.
I think what we see is all the heroes in the show are fucked up. I don't think
They
you can be a
are
hero
all
and just
pretty
be
fucked up.
cool. Because
Yeah.
Rex Floda is just a straight up asshole. Robot's a robot who has a weird proclivity to Monster Girl that
Yeah,
is just weird.
it's very weird.
You know, like you have these people, they're all just humans. I think what this show in the first season up to, you know, in every episode up till now tries to paint Mark as beyond anything else, but beyond a superhero, beyond a Viltrumite, is he's a human and he's imperfect. And also he just gets his ass beat constantly.
Constantly.
It's been half a
Constant
year.
L's.
It's only been 6 months. He's only been superheroing for 6 months and he sucks at it.
He's bad. Oh, about his human thing, Cecil actually makes a comment towards the beginning of the episode where he makes a comment about
Cecil
how
with
Mark
Omni-Man.
is. Yeah. He's like he's human and he's a teenage boy, and that's reassuring. Like he even says that that's reassuring.
Yeah.
And you can
And
tell
Omni-Man
Omni-Man
wasn't
is
too
like,
happy
you
with that.
motherfucker.
He's
I
a
literally-
Viltrumite, god damn it. Viltrumite teenagers don't do anything. They listen
Yeah.
to me.
That's pretty
Omni-Man's
much what he was
also in
saying.
his feelings, man.
He
because
is. Omni-Man needs to
let
stop.
his son get his ass beat because he was just like, well, I told you so. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a fucking bastard.
Like Vegeta almost.
Huh?
Kind of remind me of Vegeta a little bit.
Like
I can see
proud. He's proud, like Vegeta
Well,
is. Yeah.
hey, you know what? And also the Viltrumites kind of seem a lot like
Saiyans.
in a lot of ways the show is a lot like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if that was something that was sort of intended or what, but there's definitely those parallels, right?
Yeah.
Between Viltrumites and Saiyans, but we don't need to get into that.
For sure.
What else? Eve's powers, crazy. It's funny that her dad,
that's what I was
all her
about to
dad
say.
does is yell, and then she just rearranges
door in
the
his face?
doors in the house.
What is her power?
Her power is she can rearrange atoms and essentially make stuff. And but I think it's a little broader because it ends up being telepathy, atom manipulation. So she's essentially just reorganizing reality because she can control atoms.
She's basically Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah, Yeah, that's
from
actually.
the
I think
Watchmen
I
series.
feel
She's
like that's a
basically the
pretty
same
apt.
thing.
Yeah, just without the sort of omnipotence of Doctor Manhattan,
That's
because
what I'm a little confused about. You would think her power would make her like omnipotent because
no,
she can
not
basically do anything.
well. Doctor Manhattan was just essentially he had to like make himself, and he kind of came into his omnipotence all at once. She has some of the powers of Doctor Manhattan, not all of the powers. So she can't see forward and past and sideways in all
I guess
sorts
that's
of
true.
directions and stuff. And I think that's sort of what made Dr. Manhattan more of a godlike character.
Mhm.
And she also she hasn't displayed like the ability to rearrange her own atoms so that she can teleport. She sort of just projects her abilities on atoms around her and create things like force fields. She uses it to fly really fast.
Yeah,
She
as you can
uses it
see,
against her
you
dad
can see her
to,
power used on her feet
yeah,
when she flies.
yeah,
I
exactly.
should cosplay as Dr. Manhattan.
I feel like you'd make a good Dr. Manhattan just because you're bald.
Yeah, bitch.
I want to see it.
Just because you're bald. I think I could do a good Dr. Manhattan cosplay.
I could see it, man.
I just need a banana hammock and then a lot of blue paint.
In the movie, he didn't even use a banana hammock.
I might fuck around and just look like Buster Blue from
From Arrested Development when
yeah,
he was part of the Blue Man Group.
not Buster.
Tobias,
Tobias
yeah,
Funke.
yeah,
Yeah. I would just
yeah.
look like
That
a
shit
blue
would be
man group
funny.
nigga.
That's
That's
a
just
deep. That's a deep cut. We don't need to go into Arrested Development. We
you're right.
lost
You're right.
Shotty and we lost Alex, and we also lost our viewers. So
Yeah, we did, and I lost myself. This is why I'm in
Eric,
therapy.
I'm glad that you're in therapy, man.
This is the depression hour with Eric.
Too soon, man. Too soon.
Shit, shout out to Eric, man.
Shouts out to therapy. Hey, all y'all go to therapy.
What's our time at? Should we start doing our ratings?
No, not yet. We're at oh yeah, we're close. But there's something I want to talk about with DA Sinclair. First off, what y'all think about that dude? The dude who built the robots.
I thought he's pretty cool.
I really liked I kind of liked Alex. I thought he was cool.
What?
I kind of
like he's cool. Like
I feel like he kind of aligned with my thinking how he was talking about his speech in the classroom and he was like, what do we do when we need to move fast? We get in a car and shit like that. I feel like he was talking about how as we don't evolve as humans, we evolve through technology. And I feel like while he had the right idea, he may have been going about it the wrong way. But I feel like his thinking on that was really interesting. You don't think so?
I'm just being annoying. Like
Oh,
I agree with you, but he is pretty radical. That's why I like him. He's just like off the wall, like out there. Like
DA
I
Sinclair.
respect it.
First off, D.A. Sinclair, played by Ezra Miller, the same dude who plays the Flash in the DC universe.
Yeah, random.
D.A. Sinclair is technically what you would call a transhumanist. It's a big movement just in general with the augmentation of human capabilities. Like right now,
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all seen Elon Musk. Elon Musk has his company where he is basically trying to make humans better. So he
Mm-hmm.
is testing on monkeys right now, and so he put a
Oh
receiver in a
yeah,
monkey's head, and then the
yeah
monkey could play video
the
games.
Neuralink.
Yeah, the Neuralink.
The
That's the
Neuralink.
name of
Yeah,
the.
they're
So
kind of the
That's good.
same. Yeah, they're kind of like the same.
yeah, so this is like that sort of movement to an extreme, right? And to a certain extent, I mean, D.A. Sinclair, yeah, he's right. We do utilize technology to make our lives easier, from our phones to our cars to, even shoes, right?
Yeah.
But
It's interesting how they show some of the villains kind of having a point.
Well, most
like
of them
Doc
do.
Seismic.
You know, like what we've seen is that there's not a lot of. I don't
Doc
think any of this
Seismic. Uh,
is woke. Doc Seismic was woke. A lot of the
woke as
supervillains,
fuck.
yeah, a lot of the supervillains that we see, they're not just like, oh, I just want to see the city burn, or
I
I'm
call
I'm
those
insane for no
one-dimensional villains.
reason. Yeah, all of these villains have a um pretty stalwart stance in one thing, and they sort of have become a villain because they're an extreme version of that, which is
Right.
in a sense how supervillains, if they were, you know, real in the same sense in like our lives, would
Mhm.
actually be, if that makes sense. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they would just be people like
They'd all be
doing stuff.
extremists. They'd be people. They wouldn't just be killing indiscriminately for no reason.
Mhm.
We see that with Titan. Titan is looking to provide for his family, isn't
Yeah.
trying to be a bad person all that much, although
That's why
he
I was
does.
arguing that BlackRock was literally not a villain.
was
Titan, but
BlackRock.
not BlackRock.
Come on, man.
He knows. He listened to episode 5 or what? Yeah, episode 5.
Yeah, no, I feel like he was the best example of that. Like that villains aren't just these natural, like fucking Star Wars. Like I kind of hate Star Wars because of the good evil dichotomy. Like you're either one or the other. There is no in between. Like Darth Vader was just evil. That's it. He didn't have any
But
reason for doing evil shit. He just
not
was
even,
evil.
man. Star Wars gets into it even more so, where
I don't think they do.
it's just not good
I'm
and
not an
evil.
expert on Star Wars.
You're
I'll say
not.
that. I'm not an
That
expert
much
on
is
Star Wars, but
evident.
that's what I know from Star Wars. Well, what do you know about Star Wars, Maxwell?
Back to Invincible.
You're
All right, so back to Star
uh
Wars. Darth Vader didn't
oh,
start off evil. He was manipulated by Palpatine. He was a Jedi. He cared about his mom. He cared about his girl. You know what I'm saying? He didn't turn evil overnight. We got to see that.
I got a few questions for y'all. Why do y'all think Omni-Man didn't destroy his suit?
He said it in that episode.
What did he say?
He said that I guess a part of me wanted you to find my suit. He said that
Oh,
to
I
his wife.
see.
Yeah.
Mm. I wonder what
Um.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
Also,
Was it in that episode or the next one?
I
that
thought
might have
it was
been the
maybe the
next episode.
next one because that's when
That's
him
probably the next
like
episode.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. So another thing is, how do y'all feel about Amber at the end of this episode?
I guess I'll go first. She kind of get on my nerves. I'm not gonna lie. Like
Yeah.
I understand why she would be so worried because obviously she really likes Mark, but knowing that Mark's a superhero, I'm just like, yo, lay off. Like,
Yeah.
and then
But her
after
just
episode
like
7, I get even more annoyed at her. So yeah.
I'm like she's mad that he ran away. Like, what the fuck was he supposed to do? What was he supposed to do to a mechanical man that he just saw beat the shit? Well, no, she didn't see him beat the shit out of the superhero. Yeah, she just saw him
She
beat the
did see
shit out
that.
of a superhero.
Oh, he's gonna
And
shit
what
beat
do
out of
you
him.
expect him to do? Yeah, and I'm saying the mechanical dude was, yeah, it was him, but
You know, it's
we don't know that she knew that.
I think she does. I think she knows that it's such a weird thing because I feel like both in the comics and the show, they don't fully do Amber justice. In the comics, she's just an idiot and she has no idea that Invincible is a superhero. And so at the end of the comic where they're at college, he like, oh, I'm invincible. And then she basically falls head over heels for him. And it was just kind of whack because Amber in the comics is sort of just like a plain Jane basic girl. In the show, she's more complex and sort of more of a better fleshed out character. But I also don't like that she's completely that she doesn't understand the need for a secret identity.
We're not there
Like
yet.
I'm not sure what she expects. Like she knows that Mark is a superhero to some extent. She knows that
That's
that's
on the
why
next.
he's
That's on
flaky
the
and
next
stuff.
episode.
So then she has her suspicions or whatever. What does he not release?
Not
tell
yet.
her?
That's at the
No,
beginning of
his
next episode.
homie found out this episode.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
William
So
found out.
it's not
this
confirmed
episode.
just yet. But
Okay,
like
so-
you said, she's having suspicions.
So to speaking to that, up to this point, she broke up with him, right? And so
Mhm.
I don't blame her for that. In this
Right.
situation, I think she was more scared and she didn't want to be abandoned. You know what I mean?
I guess I can see
Because
that. Yeah.
it says a lot. It says a lot to someone's character as to what they do in a situation where they could run or they could look out for someone that they say they care about, you know?
I guess
And-
as the viewers, we know what's really going on, but to her, it probably just seemed like he just took off on her ass.
Well,
It
and
just-
exactly. You know, he
Yeah.
essentially abandoned her. And even though his intentions were good, she doesn't know that. All she
Yeah.
knows is that Mark is this shady dude that she sees that is constantly flaky. And then at the first hint of some danger, he's gone. You know,
Mm,
like that's some weak shit, I feel like.
right. And she was about to bust down at a party. SMH. SMH. It's a hot girl summer, I guess.
Oh my god.
Stop.
What'd you say, Davon?
I said Marcus getting what by that robot.
He was.
Marco's getting his ass beat.
What else is new?
Saved because he killed
It was-
himself. Because he seen what he
Wait,
was
Mark took one dub this episode. He
What dub did he
smacked
take?
DA Sinclair. That's it. When he
It's not even a
smacked
fair
DA
fight.
Sinclair.
Hey, and
I
that was a team up.
A regular ass human.
Will put in more work on DA
No,
Sinclair.
Oh,
really?
you
Beat the
right.
fuck out
Oh,
of that
you're
dude.
fucking
He really
right.
did.
You're right. Will did way more work than Mark. What a regular ass human. That's literally like me fighting a baby, pretty much.
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess.
No, that's the equivalent. He has super strength and he hit a regular ass person. That's literally like
This episode was funny just because Mark just took L after L. He couldn't beat the first
Unlimited
robot
L.
thing because the thing killed itself. Otherwise, he was getting his ass beat. And then he went down in the sewers and got the
jumped by
business
3 of
some
them.
more. And
dude,
had to
they
be
were
saved
beating
by
the
one
shit
of
out
them.
of him.
they were beating
They
the
were
fuck out of
fucking that
him.
man up.
Yeah, that
Will
shit was
was the real
gross, by
hero
the
of
way.
that episode.
Oh,
Will
also-
Will was literally the hero of that episode.
yeah, Will was. Doug Cheston at the beginning of the episode, the drunk guy in the bushes.
Oh yeah.
Y'all know who that is?
Oh yeah, Doug
No.
Cheston. No,
Who's
who's
that?
That's Justin Roiland. He plays everybody in Rick and Morty and created Rick and Morty.
Oh, that's
He
funny
plays
as
the
Wow.
voice. He plays the voice of Doug Cheston. That dude is so funny. Just being drunk and out of control, and then being abducted.
He's like, my dad's
wants
a
a piece of
like
my-
the president or some shit.
He is like, I'm Doug Cheston. He's like, my dad owns a building, and then they like, points at- and he's like, that building.
I fucked
There's
with Doug
a-
Cheston.
It's fucking social media is hilarious. There's a Doug Cheston that replies to all of the Invincible Twitter's tweets. I don't know if y'all follow Invincible headquarters on Twitter, but they're funny. And I guess a lot of fans have just made accounts based on certain characters. So there's like a Doug Cheston account on Twitter that just tweets obnoxious shit.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. Did y'all see that fucking Wingstop? All right, we can save that for next
Oh
episode.
my god. I have, yeah.
Yo,
we can wait
Yeah,
on that.
we gotta save
I
that for
just-
next episode because
All
what the
right,
fuck?
ratings.
Yes, Marcus, what'd you rate this episode, baby
I
boy?
rate this episode an 8. Because even though I feel like the show doesn't. With this show, I either care about Mark's social life or I care more about the action. we've gotten a lot of action in the last couple of episodes, so I'm cool with just seeing the sort of the side shit, right? His personal human life. So I give it an 8, just because I think it did well with establishing where he falls in his most important personal relationships outside of his mom and his dad, right? And that sort of humanizes Mark more, which I think is sort of one of the most important things to see as we get towards the end of the season. So an 8.
Gotcha. Alex, ratings?
I'd probably give it an 8 as well. While I don't like it as much as the previous episode, I think it was still pretty cool. Like the fight scene at the end, where he's fighting all the robots. I did enjoy that. And it's just it's kind of funny. It's like almost like a joke to see Mark get his ass beat at this point. So just like, that's just kind of funny to me, like kind of somewhat enjoyable, like a Guilty Fletcher almost. But I thought the tension between him and Ember and like trying to balance like his relationship with like his superhero life is reaching a boiling point. So I actually did find that pretty interesting. So I give it an 8 overall. So
got you.
I don't want to see that, man.
What is that? Is that Aaron?
Yeah, it's Aaron.
Ugh.
Anyway,
anyways, Davon,
what was your
rating?
rating?
Give it?
I give it an 8 as well, I guess.
An
Like
8.
said, I like the work-life balance that Mark got going on. I also like, getting his ass whooped. Like it's a range of to me too. You get to see Debbie confront Omni-Man about killing the Guardians.
Yeah.
She know that fool line.
Fuck you. What'd she say?
Fuck
you.
beat her ass in that, no.
Fuck you, Nolan.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't like try and like kill his wife. Also,
that's the thing. He loves his wife.
He was about to pop her.
Yeah.
He loves his family.
And then we also did see the Mauler twins. They up to some dirt again.
Yeah.
I love the Mauler twins. I love the Mauler twins.
Mauler twins are my favorite characters on the show, and what this is like, it's like, oh shit, they're about to get the Immortal's body. Like, that's some of my favorite shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they sure were. They needed that insurance. I would give
Eric, what'd you give the episode?
Eric, what'd you give the episode?
I would give this up. All right, y'all. That's the pod.
That's the pod.
That's the pod. You better watch your wood around.
Oh my god.
Red termite, you know what I'm saying?
Red termite.
Lead foundation.
Termite. But yeah, I give it.
Would you give it though? The episode?
I would give it an 8.1. Just to be, because I'm. The thing is, I'm different than y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying?
What is the point one being? Like, what the point?
The point one. Okay, because it's a solid episode, but I feel like the sheer amount of L's that Mark took in this one episode was very entertaining to me. I don't know why I loved it so much. It's like Marcus was saying, it's kind of just like an ongoing joke that Invincible gets his ass handed to him, and he fucking fails every time. In all aspects, it's comedy. I really like that. But yeah, I give it an 8 point. I'm gonna just say 8.5 since y'all want to be hoes about it. 8.5. Marcus, jot that down. Draw a dragon next to it. Draw me juggling 7 knives next to it. You got it?
I got you, man.
All right.
I did it.
That's the episode.
That's the episode.
That's the episode, y'all.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for tuning
Podcast
in. Find
formerly
Marcus on
known as Tapped In.
Not, damn it. That's not where we at yet. Marcus, drop your Twitter name, bro.
Omega Marcussus, man. Forget all that other noise. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on Twitter, on Instagram. Bookmark my link tree. Buy prints. Buy stickers. And that's it.
Man's multifaceted. Alex, what you drop your links, broski.
Man, you know, Twitter, I'm Men's Lubriderm, keeping it greasy, per usual. Yeah, man. I'm a lotion man. If you need the lotion, holler at me.
Moisturize.
Instagram, I'm Alex the OG. Follow me.
Yeah.
Follow back. I ain't got no links just yet.
Follow
Bayvon
his model. What is it? What's the website for models? Model Society account.
Backpage.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm on Backpage account too.
Follow Alex on Backpage. He about to go live.
Alex actually
I got great rates.
He about to go live on Backpage.
For $50, Alex will tell you he'll eat bananas off your chest. And then we got Shotty. Shotty, tell him.
Devon, drop your Twitter name, broski.
Don't follow me.
What?
And that's the pod.
That's the pod, y'all. It's formerly known as Tapped In. So go ahead and tap in, y'all. Peace.
Peace. Bye.